Weekly Outdoor Plus, a new and exciting outdoor show right here on Fox 55 WFXS, every Sunday from 10:30 to 11 a.m., presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, starring new owner Gary Hintz. His youngest son, the show pro, Jace Hintz. And the show producer, creator, and host, his oldest son, Seth Hintz. Now sit back and get ready to learn about archery and the world of the outdoors.
Welcome to this week's show. First thing I want to show you is the bow we've been using to shoot these carp the last couple episodes. I don't know, a lot of people don't know about it, how it works, but we found this old bow in the basement. It's one of Jace's old bows. We set it up because in a boat you kind of throw it around, and I mean, if you're careful with it, you could use your new bow, but we throw it around and it gets banged up, so we use the old one. We got this Retriever Pro made by AMS reel, which this line is connected to the arrow, and when you shoot, the line comes out. After it's out, you just pull your lever in and reel it back in, and you just reload your bow. This one actually has a little quiver on it for the arrow. The arrow tip has barbs to stay in the fish, and you can loosen the tip and turn the barbs around so it slides out of the fish real easy. We have a roller rest here made by AMS for this type of arrow. It's a real sturdy rest. It ain't gonna fall apart. Your arrow rides right on the roller, really nice. We put these no glove rubber finger tabs on the string because if we use a finger tab or a glove, it gets wet. This way you could just kind of hit it, it dries out, you shoot again. It's really easy. On this particular bow, we don't have a sight. We just kind of, when the fish are real active and you have to move, we draw back and just kind of point it towards the fish and shoot. It's like instinctive. And what we're going to do is set one up with a sight, a peep, and a release, and we're going to try that later in the summer when the fish are just sitting on the top and you can see their fins and their heads. Then you can actually aim at them and shoot. We're going to try that, see if we could be a little more accurate, because if you watched our show, you see you miss a lot of fish with a bow like this, but it's still kind of fun because it's a challenge. It's traditional. So if you have a bow you want to get set up for carp, I have everything here you need, from the retriever, the arrow, the rest, the finger gloves, tabs, everything you need, tips, extra arrows. And you can actually come in, shoot it in here after it's set up. We can kind of sight it in a little bit for you before you get out there. And living in central Wisconsin area here with the Wisconsin River system, you'll have no problem finding carp. They're everywhere. Every time we go out on a boat, they're everywhere. And a lot of people that come in here, they actually walk the shorelines of the Wisconsin River in the parks and wherever it's public. You can't really go on private land, and they end up shooting some off the shore too. So I mean, you can shoot them just about everywhere. And I'll tell you, it's a lot of fun. We start out in the fall with the deer rut. In the spring we go to the turkey rut, and right now it's the carp rut because they're really breeding hard and it's fun to shoot them. They're everywhere. Make sure you take some sandwiches with you too. So sometimes it's a long day.
And for those of you who did miss last week's show, here's a quick reminder of how easy it is to miss those carp. But where we were, there was a lot of fish, so we were able to get a few.
That was close. Go under him again.
I think you were under.
It's too far.
You hit right where he was.
And what we thought was a miss was quite the contrary, as Gary pulls in his first fish of the day.
First carp of the day. Long shot, like 20 yards. Right in the back of the head.
Didn't take more than 20 minutes out here.
20 minutes and we killed one. There's a lot of them out here.
I couldn't even see it.
Snuck up on you.
Right in front of Gary, back some. Yeah, I think you got him.
Looked like it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Gary's got number 2.
There's a dandy. Nice largemouth carp.
Oh yeah.
And before we know it, Gary is into another carp, as me and Matt are fumbling between the camera and the bow trying to get some more shooting.
Switch plastic, yeah.
Gary's hot today, number 3.
Doing a little better than last time.
Thank you, Dad.
Yeah,
Right in front of the bolt, there's going to be one too, so.
I'm taking better shots today. I'm practicing my actual hunt. I'm waiting for the lethal shot.
Get more points that way.
Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point is now under new ownership and has a new location. Stop down to 3272 Church Street and meet the new owner, Gary Hintz. His fully stocked pro shop carries Matthews, Hoyt, and many more products to serve all your needs. They also do all repairs for any style and full customizations. Leagues and lessons will begin soon, so stop in today and check out what's new, because we're confident that we can get you from in here to out there. Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Tired of buying a new vacuum every 3 to 4 years? Well, we found your solution at Barber's Shop, your vacuum cleaner and sewing machine headquarters.
Before I invest in a vacuum, I'm going to a barber shop.
And while you're here, take advantage of their scissor and knife sharpening services. With the knowledge to help you find that vacuum or sewing machine you're looking for, why go anywhere but 2400 Church Street in Stevens Point to Barber's Shop? You need parts? We have as complete of a supply of vacuum and sewing machine parts as you could find. So before you invest in a vacuum, see us, because we sell the best and fix the rest. Barbershop, 2400 Church Street, Stevens Point.
It's summertime and the living's easy.
If you start all your projects here at Frank's Hardware on Highway 10 in Stevens Point.
From seeds to irrigation and endless lawn and garden tools, we have it all, so you can get your work done and enjoy it this summer. We also do screen repair, lawnmower blade and knife sharpening, and offer the supplies to put in your own well, including equipment rental. And while you're here, pick up your seed and sets in bulk, so you always have the right amount.
So make us your lawn and garden headquarters this summer.
That's Frank's Hardware on Highway 10 in Stevens Point. See you soon.
Real Deal Mineral. Deer eat it gone.
Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time and I saw bucks on camera I never knew I had.
Real Deal Mineral.
Available here at Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, or realdealmineral.com.
Why does your phone work so good here and mine can't even find service?
That's because I went to Sopa Cellular in Plover, Wisconsin.
Sopa Cellular is conveniently located in the village, right next to Menards. Stop in and check out why they have the most affordable unlimited text and data smartphone plans. They offer LG, Samsung, HTC, Motorola, and many other top quality Android market devices. Sopa Cellular has all your accessories for any style of phone, with hundreds to choose from, so they are sure to have the deal you're looking for. Make Sopa Cellular your Element Mobile headquarters and stop down to 1813 Park Avenue in Plover today.
Welcome to this week's lesson segment on Weekly Outdoor Plus, brought to you by Barbershop, 2400 Church Street, Stevens Point, where they have the most wide variety of vacuums, sewing machines, and parts you can need, and great service to go along with it. So get your notebooks and pencils out, because it's time for your lesson segment with myself, Jace Hintz, and Weekly Outdoor Plus. Hey guys, welcome back. This week I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about how you can prepare your bow, and it'll also make you shoot better in the long run with a couple little upgrades you can do that are really simple. It's going to make older bows feel a lot nicer, and I mean your new bow evenly weighted basically is what it's going to come down to. I mean, we got 69 days until bow season starting today, you know. We got to get ready. We talked last week about how to get your bow all set up, take it out of your case, make sure everything's in tuned, all ready to go. Now I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what you can put on it or what'll help out your shooting, silencing, and the whole 9 yards. First off, if you're going to be silencing your rest, which everybody pretty much does, if you have a prong rest or a drop away, you're gonna have to put some sort of moleskin on it, some sort of fur to make it quieter. If you're not gonna shoot a ton, I would recommend doing that right away, because otherwise you're gonna have to re-sight in as soon as you are comfortable with it. So put that on right away and make sure that you're ready for it and everything. Another thing that is really nice is if you don't have a newer bow, a string stopper. It's basically a backward stabilizer that hits your string, so when you shoot, the string comes forward and flexes. This is a string stopper that'll be touching your string at all times. When you shoot, it'll come up and it'll hit that string stopper. It'll actually have a cleaner release on your arrow, helping it release sooner, which will make you actually a little bit more accurate because it'll cut out some of your hand torque, and it'll stop all of your string vibration. And that's what makes your bow mostly vibrate, mostly shake and everything, is just because, you know, the axle to axle, it ain't gonna stop on a dime. It's gonna have like a bungee cord effect basically. That's one thing that'll help a ton. Another thing too, especially like right now, it's kind of windy out, a big thing that helps is a stabilizer. If you have the correct setup of stabilizers, whether it's one out front, one off the side, both, whatever helps out, just to make the weight from your grip. I know we talked a lot about grips and form and everything. Depending how you hold your bow, it will make a difference on, you know, like, I mean, I always have a sidebar to offset the weight of my sight, which, I mean, will make it just so you don't have to even think about it. You'll naturally hold your bow level. Little things like this in the wind especially, the more weight out there, the easier it is. It's more of like a, basically like the people that walk on balance beams, you know, they got the big long stick to balance. That's not, you know, they don't walk out there with a toothpick because it's not going to help you balance. The farther out the weight, the more stable you're going to be. The more weight on it, the more stable you're going to be, as long as it's not too much for you to handle, which is another thing. I mean, we can help you out with that at the shop, throwing weight on, throwing weight off, just seeing what'll work for you. We got a lot of nice variety that you can try out and see what helps and what doesn't. The new thing with stabilizers too, the hunting ones, a lot of people are used to, like, they're just round. I mean, whether it's a limb saver one or whatever, kind of shorter. Well, you need the weight the farther out you can possibly get it, again, for the same reason, you know, for the balancing act. Farther out you have it, the more it's going to affect what it's actually doing. So, like, the ones that are like that, I mean, they're nice for cutting out the little bit of hand vibration you get from your shock of your bow. But now they make ones that are something like basically a blade looking type setup, where it's going to be more narrow and it's still going to be wide, so when the wind comes, it doesn't hit it as much. It's not going to affect you as bad. Little things like this are going to really help out your setup just for when it is windy out. You know, nobody shoots a deer inside. That doesn't really work out. You got to be out in the wild, up in your tree. Higher you are, obviously, the more the wind's going to affect you. Little things like that are going to make it so it doesn't affect you quite as much. All right. If you have any questions, stop in. We'd be more than happy to help you out. The last thing I'm going to talk about is sights now. You know, right now it stays light out till what, 8, 9 o'clock. Problem is, right in mid-season there, when we got that change of time, it gets darker really early. I highly recommend making sure that your fiber optics on your sight are going to be very bright. We can either replace them for you, or, I mean, I really recommend the HHA sights. The whole line of them basically are actually very nice because of how bright that pin is. Gets you a couple extra minutes, you know, when normally, I mean, still shooting time, obviously, legally, but the brightness, you know, it really helps on a cloudy day where, you know, you don't need as much fiber optic on it. Very legit sights that really help you out. All right, so yeah, go over those couple little things, you know, see if your bow has them, see if you need a new one, see if we can help you out, you know, making yours work better for you, whatever works. We're more than happy to help you over at Bucks and Bulls. Stop on in. And remember, 69 days left, time to get ready, time to get prepared. See you next week.
Hey, for those of you who don't know, Jace that does the lesson segment on this show is my youngest son. I had him shooting a bow when he was like 5 years old. Now he's been out of college a few years, and he's been shooting ever since. He went as far as second in the nation in Louisville, Kentucky. We got second in the world at Cleveland, Ohio. He's got a Great Lakes sectional record, a state record. I think one of them's been broken since then, but all records get broke sooner or later. And I taught him a lot about shooting, and then he learned a lot about shooting on his own by being in these big tournaments and talking to other people and stuff. And he does little one-on-one lessons, private lessons with you if you needed somebody like that, or I could do it too. And what we got coming up here is group lessons starting here at Bucks and Bulls Archery. We only do 7 people at a time. We got 2 sessions now with kids. and then 2 with ladies, and we're going to work on 1 with adult men, or if there's enough interest in that, but a lot of them already shoot a lot. So I went and got a bunch of these mission bows, Genesis bows. We're going to use these bows if you don't have your own. We have equipment. We got releases, arrows, and bows for people that don't have them. If you have your own equipment, you're more than welcome to bring it in. We'll set it up for you properly, teach you how to shoot it. Everything from your stance to your follow through to back tension, whatever you want to learn, we can teach you. Our lessons here at Bucks and Bulls cater to both archers that want to just learn how to shoot a bow, practice, get better, and not so much hunt. And then it actually caters to hunters too. We can teach you how to shoot fingers or release. There's a lot of people that come in here that shoot that don't hunt. They just want to shoot. It's just a nice sport. It's a fun, safe sport. You don't have to worry about getting hurt. And if you're going to be a hunter, there's only 69 days till bow season, so you better get her in gear. I guess to sign up for lessons, you can call 715-341-2825. It's 715-341-BUCK, or stop in, talk to us about it. We'll let you know what it's all about, and we'll go from there. Hopefully we all learn something.
Why does your phone work so good here and mine can't even find service?
That's because I went to Sopa Cellular in Plover, Wisconsin.
Sopa Cellular is conveniently located in the village, right next to Menards. Stop in and check out why they have the most affordable unlimited text and data smartphone plans. They offer LG, Samsung, HTC, Motorola, and many other top quality Android market devices. Sopa Cellular has all your accessories for any style of phone, with hundreds to choose from, so they are sure to have the deal you're looking for. Make Sopa Cellular your Element Mobile headquarters and stop down to 1813 Park Avenue in Plover today. Why go anywhere else when Rookie Sports Pub in Stevens Point has 52 different beers on tap? Known as Portage County's best sports bar for live music and karaoke venue, they have 12 HD TVs, all sports, all the time. Keep up with their Facebook page for all upcoming live music and see who's going to be on the Point Brewery comedy stage next. No joke, they have comedy shows. Also, a local favorite for burgers, wings, and pizza, even free taps and rails on your birthday. Find them on Facebook and catch out the action at Rookie Sports Pub on 3425 Church Street in Stevens Point.
Before experiencing it, you won't know dependability. Unless you've drawn it, you haven't felt smooth. Until you shoot it, you've yet to be this accurate. The Matthews Creed.
Available at Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Hi, welcome to Frank's Hardware in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Proud to be family owned and operated since the 1940s. Conveniently located on Highway 10, Frank's Hardware has all your general hardware needs, and we specialize in a wide variety of products, meaning all of your paint, lawn and garden, plumbing, electrical, and many more of those household needs. Not only do we have a new one,
But we can show you how to fix what you already have. Did you know Frank's Hardware also offers a wide variety of services?
so stop on down to Frank's Hardware today. We don't just have great products,
But we have great service.
Alright, now it's time for one of our more exciting segments here on Weekly Outdoor Plus. It's where we get to keep our fans connected with the show. Don't forget, you can send in your pictures to weeklyoutdoorplus@live.com or link them up to us on Facebook to get in this segment of our show each week, as Sopa Cellular makes it extremely easy for you to capture these photos and then send and share them around effortlessly. Our first picture this week comes from new fan Haley Keeson, who was out helping count fawns this spring. And the next one comes from 13-year-old Justin Sankey, who got this bird late spring. And here's one of our good friends sent us, Bob Wilkie, out on the Point Flowage. And here's a nice walleye caught by Mackenzie Cashin. And next up we have Eli Herder with one of his first northerns this year. And then he also sent us this one of a nice walleye he pulled out on the same day. And this one comes from Gabe Herder, doing a little offshore fishing. And this picture comes from Andrew Herder with a really nice walleye. And last but not least, we're ending with Haley's dad, who got this bird at 70 yards this spring. So stop on down to Sopa Cellular today and check out all their great deals, and stay tuned for more weekly Outdoor Plus action.
Real Deal Mineral. Deer eat it gone.
Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time, and I had over 1,000 pictures on my trail cameras in less than a week.
Real Deal Mineral.
Available here at Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, or realdealmineral.com.
Why go anywhere else when Rookie Sports Pub in Stevens Point has 52 different beers on tap? Known as Portage County's best sports bar for live music and karaoke venue, they have 12 HD TVs, all sports, all the time. Keep up with their Facebook page for all upcoming live music and see who's going to be on the Point Brewery comedy stage next. No joke, they have comedy shows. Also, a local favorite for burgers, wings, and pizza, even free taps and rails on your birthday. Find them on Facebook and catch out the action at Rookie Sports Pub on 3425 Church Street in Stevens Point.
It's summertime and the living's easy.
If you start all your projects here at Frank's Hardware on Highway 10 in Stevens Point.
From seeds to irrigation and endless lawn and garden tools, we have it all, so you can get your work done and enjoy it this summer. We also do screen repair, lawnmower blade and knife sharpening, and offer the supplies to put in your own well, including equipment rental. And while you're here, pick up your seed and sets in bulk so you always have the right amount.
So make us your lawn and garden headquarters this summer.
That's Frank's Hardware on Highway 10 in Stevens Point. See you soon.
Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point is now under new ownership and has a new location. Stop down to 3272 Church Street and meet the new owner, Gary Hintz. His fully stocked pro shop carries Matthews, Hoyt, and many more products to serve all your needs. They also do all repairs for any style and full customizations. Leagues and lessons will begin soon, so stop in today and check out what's new, because we're confident that we can get you from in here to out there. Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Tired of buying a new vacuum every 3 to 4 years? Well, we found your solution at Barber's Shop, your vacuum cleaner and sewing machine headquarters.
Before I invest in a vacuum, I'm going to a barber shop.
And while you're here, take advantage of their scissor and knife sharpening services. With the knowledge to help you find that vacuum or sewing machine you're looking for, why go anywhere but 2400 Church Street in Stevens Point to Barber's Shop? You need parts? We have as complete of a supply of vacuum and sewing machine parts as you could find. So before you invest in a vacuum, see us, because we sell the best and fix the rest. Barber Shop, 2400 Church Street, Stevens Point. Being only 69 days away from bow season, we wanted to help you cure a little whitetail fever with this flashback from last January.
those two came in, throwing a fawn. Kind of just walked right up my side of the field, and I think I made a good shot, all by myself. If this is true, that's the first deer I've ever shot on film, by myself, filming myself. That's what Weekly Outdoor Plus is all about.
And now to end today's show, in celebration of the 4th of July and compliments of Fire in the Sky fireworks, we have a short fireworks display to end the show in honor of America. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Weekly Outdoor Plus presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Don't forget to check us out online at facebook.com/weeklyoutdoorplus. See you next week.